Hello everyone. In this session we talk about a new concept of factorization, that is so called division. Okay, yeah. How to divide polynomial by its factor. This is a new method and this method is called synthetic division. This is convenient method rather than using the usual method of division. So how it performs, let's check it out. Okay. So before going to start this, you need to always find out how to find out the zeros of a polynomial. Okay, so this is, you can see that here the first question, that is divide x cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6 by x plus 1. So here two for polynomial you can see, that is one is this polynomial and another is look like its factor. Okay, so similarly as usual method of finding the zeros of this factor, you need to know that. So how to find the zeros of this? So zeros of x plus 1 is given by x plus 1 equal to 0, that is this implies x equal to minus 1. So minus 1 is the zeros of x plus 1, you all know that. Now come to the main concept about synthetic division. Okay, so whenever you doing this synthetic division, you need to follow the coefficient of the polynomial given here. So whenever you talk about the coefficient here, you can see that this is your polynomial. So the coefficient here is 1, this is 6, this is 11, this is 6. Okay, so now you can see that I write here, this minus 1 is came from this is the zeros of x plus 1. So minus 1 is right here and you will add separation like this. Okay, I have a separation like this. Now just write the coefficient in the uplift here. This is the coefficient that I write here, that is 1, 6, 11 and 6. You can look like that, this is 1, this is 6, this is 11 and this is 6. So just write the coefficient here. Now what we have to do here, that is this 1 is as usual came to the bottom, that is 1 is I have right here. Okay, I have written here. Now minus 1 and 1 is multiplied, this minus 1 is multiplied by 1, so this is minus 1, so this minus 1 is right here. Now you have to make a calculation over these rows, these columns. Okay, so that is 6 and minus 1, that will be 5. Just add that, nothing to worry, just add this, so that will be 5 here. So now whenever you get this 5, you just have to now again this 5 here, and this you just have to multiply this 5 with minus 1. So that means that will be minus 1 into 5 and that will be minus 5. So this minus 5 we write here. Okay, so now again this column operation, same column operation we need to do that. Now whenever you doing this operation, that will be become 6, because 11 minus 5, that will 6. Okay, now again this 6 is multiplied with minus 1, so minus 1 into 6, that is minus 6. This minus 6 is written here. Whenever you written this minus 6 here, you can see that this column become 0. Okay, whenever you taking the last column is 0, the last element of the bottom column is 0. Okay, bottom row is 0, then you will know that this is the factorization and there is a no remainder here. So this x plus 1 is the factor of this and there is no remainder here, that is remainder is equal to 0 here. Okay, and this is your actual coefficient of quotient. So quotient will be become, this is the third degree polynomial, so you just have to remove 1 degree here. So whenever you divide the third degree polynomial, your quotient will be must be second degree polynomial. Okay, whenever you talk about the nth degree polynomial and their quotient and multiply divide it with just 1 degree factor, that then you need to remember that the quotient become n minus 1 here. Okay, so this is the coefficient of the quotient, therefore the coefficient is look like x square plus 5x plus 6. This is actually the coefficient here, sorry quotient here. Okay, this is the quotient. Okay, now you can look like here, that is this is the your actual polynomial that you will divide with this, and you will get this. Here the remainder term is 0, this remainder term equal to 0 here. Okay, now when the remainder term is not 0, then we have the another cases, that is same thing that I have done here, that is we need to divide this by x minus x plus 4. So we find out the zeros of x plus 4 here. So zeros of x plus 4 is given by minus 4. So minus 4 I write here. So 2 is as usual here. Okay. So then 2 into minus 4, you will to multiply that, that will be minus 8, that is written here. Okay, and whenever you perform this operation here, that will be minus 2. So again minus 2 is multiplied with minus 4. Okay, so that will be 8, and 8 and 0, that will 8 again, and now this 8 is again multiplied with 4, that means minus 32, and whenever you perform this operation, that will be minus 3 here. So therefore minus 3 when you get here, that means the remainder is here, the coefficient of remainder is minus 3. Okay, so for this, and the coefficient of quotient is given by these 3, the element of the last bottom row, and given by these 3 element. Okay, the coefficient of quotient is given by this. So we can write that the quotient will be 2x square. You can see that I write this, this is also third degree polynomial we talk about. Okay, here you can see this is third degree polynomial, 2x cube plus 6x square plus 29. Here the first degree term is missing, so we write here 0 as a coefficient. Okay, so now the quotient will be 2x square, sorry, not 2x cube, 2x square minus 2x plus 8. This is your quotient, and the remainder is minus of 3 by x plus 4. This is your remainder here, because this is x plus 4, we have to divide it, and this is your remainder here. So in this way, so therefore we can write this 2x cube plus 6x square plus 29 divided by x plus 4 equal to 2x square minus 2x plus 8. This is the quotient, and this is the remainder. Okay, so in this way you can look like the synthetic division method by dividing a polynomial by its factor or not its factor. So this is the more convenient method by solving how to divide a polynomial rather than usual method. So go through it, you can have a much lesser time to solve that kind of problem. So that's all for today. We'll see you in the next session.